brains and balls. Today, our players will compete to roll down these big money cash lanes. The nearer they roll to the edge, the more money they earn. Stop their ball on the edge and they'll get thousands, but go over and they get nothing. Let's meet the players who today are going to push themselves to the edge.
I'm Claire. I'm a customer service advisor from Stratford-on-Avon, and I spent 10 years as an overseas holiday rep in Africa and Europe.
I'm Cal. I'm from South Wales, studying politics in Glasgow, and I run a Eurovision society.
I'm Michelle. I'm a company secretary from Hertfordshire, and I regularly take part in a pub quiz.
I'm Peter from Liverpool. I'm an advertising sales manager, which makes me very competitive.
Welcome to you all, and very best of luck. In a moment, you'll each take to the lanes to roll for big money. The ball you need is trapped in your podium. I'm going to ask you some questions. Buzz in with the correct answer, and you'll bring your ball up towards you. Once you've freed your ball, you'll roll down the shortest lane available. The shorter the lane, the bigger the edge, the better the odds of banking big money. So do well on these questions to give yourself the best advantage on the lanes. 3 correct answers will release your ball. If everyone is ready, fingers on buzzers. Which Derbyshire town gives its name to a tart containing a layer... Peter?
Bakewell.
Correct! A Bakewell tart contains a layer of jam beneath a topping of almonds, sugar, eggs and butter. In 2002, at the Queen's Golden Jubilee concert, which guitarist played God Save the Queen from the roof of Buckingham Palace? Peter?
Brian May.
Correct. It's not just the Peter show, you can all buzz in. If I was paid £500 and 20% of that went in taxes, how much money would I be left with? Cal?
£400.
Correct, it is £400. Peter, you just need one more correct answer to release your ball. Which animated character starred in the cartoons Mutiny on the Bunny and What's Opera Doc? Claire?
Bugs Bunny.
Correct. Which of the senses is also called olfaction? Claire?
Smell.
Correct. Claire, you now need one more correct answer to release your ball. Rotterdam is a major port in which country? Peter?
Holland.
Correct, I would have accepted the Netherlands as well. You've released your ball. You're rolling first on the green lane. Well, you were very quick off the mark there, Peter. Very focused.
Try to be.
Oh, good. Well, we like that round here. What do you like on the lanes?
We'll soon find out, won't we? We'll soon find out.
If you hit the edge, Peter, in this round, it's worth £1,500. You'll each have one roll to earn as much as you can. Whoever earns the least will be leaving us. You have the shortest lane with the biggest edge, so where are you going to aim for?
I'm just going to try and get to as near to the edge as I can without going too far. I know that sounds simple, but that's the tactic anyway, just to try and get near the edge.
Nice and steady, easy as you go. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be, yes, certainly.
Let's roll, Peter.
Good afternoon. Peter is first up on the green lane. Will the competitive sales manager set his targets high?
Tentative. £450. Oh, I
Not
think
good.
that's head in the hands time for you, Peter. You were disappointed.
Very disappointed in that, yeah. But never mind. We'll try again, hopefully.
OK. Thank you, Peter. 3 lanes still up for grabs. We've reset the podiums. Fingers on buzzers. Which superhero team is usually made up of Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, the Human Torch and the Thing? Michelle?
The Fantastic Four.
Correct. Were you just counting them up? The Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul is more popularly named after Claire.
Oh, the Blue Mosque.
Blue, correct. After which colour? With which contemporary pop star did Tony Bennett release the 2014 album Cheek to Cheek? Cal?
Lady Gaga.
Correct. Which animal is known by the scientific name Panthera leo? Claire?
Lion.
Correct. Just having a little doubt with yourself there,
Yeah,
weren't you?
I was.
One more correct answer, Claire, and you'll release your ball. In which Anglo-Saxon poem does the hero kill the monster Grendel? Claire?
Beowulf.
Correct! You've released your ball. You're rolling next on the blue lane. So, Claire, to guarantee your place in the next round, you need to roll £500 or more. But the edge there is fairly large still. Decent size edge to aim for. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that in trying to get more than 450, I don't want to over-egg it and go over the edge. So deep breath and just try and keep it steady.
The general knowledge is obviously good. How was the rolling in practice?
Bit hit and miss, to be honest.
Let's hope it's more hit than miss, Claire. Are you ready? Let's roll.
Claire from Stratford-on-Avon is aiming to beat Peter's £450.
It's a good weight. It's heading up the lane and it's stopping on £1,000. Wow. Claire, you're guaranteed a place in the next round. Wow. Peter has a nervous wait. Only 2 lanes left. Whichever one of you releases your ball next will be rolling on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane. Fingers on buzzers. What does the A stand for in the name of the gallery MoMA? Cal?
Art.
Correct. On what part of the body would an Orthodox Jew wear a kippah? Cal?
The head.
Correct. One more correct answer, Cal, and you'll be rolling next on the yellow lane.
Fantastic.
The Harry Potter villain, Tom Riddle, is more commonly known as Lord what? Michelle?
Voldemort.
Correct. Beginning with H, what term describes the longest side of a right-angled triangle? Cal?
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse is correct. You're rolling next on the yellow lane. Michelle, you've been left with the red lane. So, Cal, to guarantee your place in the next round, you need £500 or more. How is it back there in the yellow lane? Is it looking like something you can achieve?
Quite happy here. It was my best lane in practice, and it's my favourite colour as well, so it probably can't do too badly for me.
OK, so you're in a winning lane for you.
Hopefully.
You're going to go above 500? You're going to aim high?
Hopefully just above 500, but I mean, winning could be third place for me today. That'd be good.
OK, Cal, let's see how you get on. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Eurovision fan Cal from Barry Island, hoping to avoid nil point.
Oh, is it going to reach the cash zone? No! That roll scores you nothing. Oh,
It's a
Cal, you and yellow, you've misplaced your faith in the colour.
I have.
All hope is not lost, Cal, because, of course, Michelle has yet to roll, but somebody who is smiling broadly here next to me, I mean, he's beaming, I can feel it coming off him, is Peter, because that means you are definitely through to the next round, Peter. Cal will now have to cross everything he's got. Michelle, you've been left with the red lane. To guarantee your place in the next round, all you've got to do is hit a cash zone, which is a long way from there.
It is, yeah, but I did like the red lane in practice, so that was good.
Cal used to like yellow.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
OK, Michelle, are you ready? Let's roll.
On the red lane, Michelle from Hertfordshire now has a chance to knock Cal out of the game just by hitting a cash zone.
It's looking OK. Is it going to trickle over? It does that. And you have £200. Michelle, it was all you needed to do and not an inch more. You just trickled into £200, which means that at the end of the rolls, Peter has £450, Claire has £1,000, Michelle has £200 and Cal has nothing. So Peter, Claire and Michelle, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Oh, Cal.
Yes.
Gutted for you.
Had a lot of fun, though. That's the main thing. And my favourite lane, of all the lanes to lose on. I'm glad it was yellow.
You're still optimistic and sunny about yellow.
Yeah.
As I'd expect from a man who's passionate about Eurovision.
Yes, I do like my Eurovision.
It would appear you've met your Waterloo. Unfortunately, Cal, you've earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Congratulations, Claire, Michelle and Peter. You're all through to the next round. Claire, tell me a bit more about what your job entails.
I work for a local authority in the customer service department, so I can see customers and residents when they come into the building, but a lot of my work is done over the telephone, just helping them with general inquiries, really.
And how different is that to being a holiday rep?
Well, fortunately, there's not much bad news to deliver when you're a holiday rep. You know, the coach might be a bit late. Flights being delayed weren't brilliant to deliver, but it was fun.
Michelle, tell me about these pub quizzes.
Well, it's more of a social thing, to be honest with you. I'm not that great at them, as you will probably find out soon.
You're doing all right, you're here.
I do have a few speciality subjects. Unfortunately, I'm embarrassed to say that one of them's Disney. But yeah, no, it's a good night out.
Of course, you've acquired heaps of general knowledge, which you're going to put to good use.
Heaps of general knowledge.
Now, Peter, you've said that you're highly competitive. So how does that manifest itself in life?
Down to my job, mostly. I work in a very competitive sort of industry. It's media, advertising, so we're all up against each other, and we all sell our grandmother to get the deal, to be honest with you. That's the way it is, but it is competitive, and that's part of it.
So you are ruthless.
Yeah, that's part of the industry, but we enjoy it. It's all right.
A little bit later on, if you get yourself in the opportunity to be moving danger zones, watch out, ladies. I don't think there's going to be any gentlemanly conduct going on here. OK, well, the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Claire, you have £1,000, Michelle, you have £200, and Peter, you have £450. But only one of you can reach today's final and play for that money. Round 2. And we're shutting down the shortest lane. And now we're introducing danger zones, meaning any of the cash zones from £100 all the way to £1,300 could become a danger zone. If that happens, its value drops to 0. How many danger zones you face depends on how well you do on the questions. Release your ball first, and not only will you take the shortest lane with the biggest edge, but also no danger zones. This time, you'll need to answer 4 questions correctly to release your ball. Fingers on buzzers. If I'm playing the piano and I'm instructed to play Largo, what speed should I be playing at? Claire?
Fast.
No, slow. You're frozen out of the next question. What herb is known as cilantro in the US? Coriander. Claire, you're back in play. A film adaptation of which book by E.L. James was released in 2015? No? 50 Shades of Grey. Peter had a wry smile. I think he knew, but he was too scared to admit it. He may have cost himself there. Nothing to be ashamed of, Peter. You read what you like. Which of the Channel Islands is the biggest? Peter.
Jersey.
Correct. Which Roman emperor ordered the construction of a wall across northern Britain? Claire.
Hadrian.
Correct. Ordered the construction of a wall across northern Britain in 122 AD. In which Italian city did the fashion house Prada open its first... Peter?
Milan.
Correct. Its first store was Milan. You into fashion, Peter?
What do you think?
Absolutely. Which is the only one of Jane Austen's 6 major novels to feature a main character's name in the title? Michelle?
Emma?
Correct. Which metal, also known as wolfram, is often used for the filaments in light bulbs? Claire?
Mercury.
Incorrect, it's tungsten. You're frozen out of the next question. Which member of the royal family left with Andy Murray's sweatband as a memento after he won a second-round Wimbledon match in 2015? Michelle?
Kate?
No, it was Camilla. Michelle, you're frozen out of the next question. Claire, you're back in the game. Which 2001 Oscar-winning film starring Russell Crowe was about a mathematician, Claire?
A Beautiful Mind.
Correct, a mathematician with paranoid schizophrenia. Michelle, you're back in the game. If I were a lumberjack felling giant sequoia trees at the Sequoia National Forest, in which country would I... Claire?
America. United States of America, California.
United States of America, America, California. Have you got the postcode?
Good reference.
Which galaxy? Claire, you're correct. Okay. Claire, you need one more correct answer, and you'll be rolling next. Which Dutchman was named European Footballer of the Year in 1971, 73 and 74? Peter?
Johan Cruyff.
Correct. You now also need one more correct answer, Peter, to be rolling on the blue lane. Which British 80s sitcom followed the lives of 4 students, Vivian, Rick, Neil and Peter?
The Young Ones.
Vivian, Rick, Neil and Mike living together in a shared house was The Young Ones. You are correct. And you're rolling first on the blue lane. So, where'd you keep that copy of 50 Shades of Grey?
I couldn't possibly say.
Peter, you're ultra competitive.
Yeah.
Got a steely determination, and your general knowledge has won you the biggest edge again, and no danger zones this time. Get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £2,000. You each have 2 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. So, Peter, you had a head-in-hands moment on your first roll.
Yeah. Thinking too much, I think, the last time, so...
You've had a little pep talk with yourself?
I have done, yes.
Peter, if you're ready, let's roll.
Oh, looking nervous, can Peter focus his urge to win and hit the high figures? Scanning the lane and taking his time.
Well, it scored you £450. Exactly the same as last
Not
time.
happy with that again, no. Too tentative again.
Well, you still have another roll.
Yeah.
There are 2 lanes left. We've reset the podiums. Whichever of you releases your ball next will be rolling on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane, and you'll both be facing danger zones. Fingers on buzzers. Which Leonardo da Vinci painting is best known for its subject's enigmatic smile? Claire.
Mona Lisa.
And you're smiling now, correct. What total do you get if you add together the number of days in April and June? Michelle.
60.
Correct. In which section of an orchestra would you expect to hear the tuba, the trombone and the... Michelle?
Brass.
Yes, and the trumpet, correct. If I'd been on the Titanic's maiden voyage in April 1912, which ocean would I have been crossing? Claire?
The Atlantic.
Correct. Yeah, you thinking that was a trick question there, Claire? Famous in the 1930s, what specific kind of sporting animal was Mick the Miller? Claire?
It was a greyhound.
Correct. How do you know that?
My dad.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to go dog racing sometimes when I was little.
Good knowledge. One more correct answer needed from you, Claire, to release your ball. What substance beginning with I makes up elephants' tusks? Claire?
Ivory.
Correct, and congratulations. You're rolling next on the yellow lane. Michelle, you've been left with the red lane. So, Claire, you'll face 1 danger zone there in the yellow lane. And before you roll, we need to find out where your danger zone will be. It's moving up and down the lane, and it will stop when you hit that button. In your own time, good luck. £200 is now gone from your lane and replaced with 0. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, quite surprised, but pretty happy.
You got £1,000 last time, so you know how to hit the big numbers here, Claire. You're going to put some pressure on Peter.
Try.
OK, well, you've got £200 taken out of your lane, so if you're ready, let's roll.
Well, with our danger zone at the bottom of the lane, can Claire chase those high figures?
Good weight, it's got a good weight. And it scores you £750. Not sure how good you'll be at poker. You can tell you're thrilled. Michelle, you're left with the red lane, which means you'll face 2 danger zones. Before you roll, we need to find out where those danger zones will be. They're racing up and down the lane, and they'll stop when you hit the button. Good luck. So, £500 and £350 have gone from your lane, replaced with 0. How do you feel about that?
Glad that they're lower down, so I'm still going to try to aim close to the edge.
Trickled into the cash zones last time.
I did, yes. So a little bit harder this time.
Give it a bit more oomph if you're ready. Let's roll.
Oh, Michelle's back on the red lane, this time facing double danger zones. Anxious Peter looking on.
Looks like there is a bit more oomph. Where's it going to go? It's not going to... Oh! It is! Oh! scores you nothing. That's why they're called danger zones, Michelle.
Yeah.
And Peter is the one that has had a little wry smile at that. Sigh of relief. Well, before everyone rolls again, let's look at what you've earned so far. Peter, you have £450. Claire, you have £750. And Michelle, you have nothing. Which means you have a sad face. But Peter, does that feel like a little bit of a let-off for you?
It does. That's the second time it's happened, so I can't mess up this time. I've got to get it right this time.
You're going to go above your favourite 450, are you?
That would be nice, yeah. Would be very nice.
Don't get too attached to it.
No, I won't. I'll try not to anyway.
If you're ready, yep, let's roll.
There's only one aim for Peter, and that is to get above his sweet spot of £450.
It's not huge. It's still not huge. No, it's £450. What else would it be? Giving you a total of £900. Peter, you know you don't get a prize for hitting the same number every time, don't you? Well, we'll see what the others can do because the danger zones remain where they are. And Claire, you now need £200 or more to guarantee that you're through to the next round. Where are you aiming for?
I think just trying to get past the 200 that I need will be great at
Well,
this,
yeah, and the
this
200
point.
at the moment is a danger zone as well.
Yeah, I could really
So-
do without taking that one.
So you're aiming 250 and beyond.
250 and beyond would be great for me right now.
OK, Claire, best of luck. Let's roll.
It's been strong rolling so far from Claire. This is a great opportunity to secure her place in the next round.
Carefully done. And it's £500 added to your previous roll, giving you a total of £1,250. So, Claire, that means you are guaranteed to be through to the next round. Peter has got a nervous wait.
Again.
Yeah. £900 is what Peter has. Michelle, if you want to guarantee going through to the next round, you need £950 or above.
Yeah.
And your danger zones stay where they are on £350 and £500. So, what are you going to do different this time?
Get it a bit further up would be good. So I need to get at least 950. So it's time to do it.
OK.
And just hope.
Best of luck. Michelle, let's roll.
It's a big ask. The highest Michelle has managed so far is £500 on this lane. Still possible though, and Peter knows it.
Oh, it's heavy. It's going all the way. Is it going to stop? No, it's over the edge, which scores you nothing, which means you are still on nothing. So with the two rolls added together, Peter, you have £900. Claire, you have £1,250. And Michelle, you have nothing, which means Peter and Claire, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Ah, Michelle.
Oh, wasn't meant to be today.
Well, you said you liked that red lane.
I did like the red lane, but obviously didn't like me.
It was tough for you there, wasn't it?
It was tough,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was just way too big. Didn't give
was.
yourself a chance. And unfortunately, Michelle, you earned the least amount in that round. I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. Thanks for playing. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Claire and Peter. You are through to the next round. Just again,
Again.
Peter.
Again.
Peter, you're relying on other people messing it up.
I know. Must do better is what I've learned so far. So, yeah, hopefully this time I'll get it right.
You're good at getting the biggest edge
Yeah.
and then not
Yeah,
using it.
Exactly.
Been attracted to 450.
That number's beginning to haunt me, actually. But never mind.
Claire, your brilliant reactions and your smile beams out every time you hit another high figure. You're doing incredibly well. Who's watching this at home clapping for you?
My two boys, Tom and Jamie, my husband, Mark, and probably our liability hound, Basil, our dog, yeah.
How old are the boys?
Tom's 13 and Jamie's 9. They're fabulous boys. They're great.
Oh, good, good. They'll be cheering for you all the way here,
Yeah, I
Claire,
think
I'm
so.
sure. Well, the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Claire, you now have £2,250. And Peter, you have £1,350. That money is safely banked away for the final, should you get there. Round 3. And we're shutting down another lane. In this round, there's only one danger zone, and the first player to release their ball will control it and can place it anywhere on their opponent's lane. You'll need 5 correct answers to release your ball. Fingers on buzzers. Which classic horse race for 3-year-olds is run over 1.5 miles on the first Saturday in June? Peter.
The Derby.
Correct. The British dish made of fried mashed potato and cabbage is known as bubble and what? Claire.
Squeak.
Sorry, did you? Oh, correct, yes. If I wore a pedometer all day, what would I be hoping to measure? Claire.
Number of footsteps.
Footsteps is correct. Dartmoor National Park lies in which county? Peter.
Devon.
Correct. Which element has the chemical symbol Li? Claire.
Lithium.
Correct. From which country did India gain independence in 1947? Peter.
Britain.
Great Britain is correct. You're flip-flopping here, you two. You're absolutely neck and neck. The 2000 classical album The Voice was released by the British tenor Russell who? Claire.
White. No.
Did you say White? No, that's incorrect. I'm afraid you're frozen out of the next question. It's Russell Watson. What is the square root of 100? Peter?
10.
Correct. Took a while, I made you smile. Maths questions don't normally make people smile. Peter, you need one more correct answer to release your ball. In 2015, the V&A Museum staged a retrospective exhibition, Savage Beauty, to celebrate the work of which late fashion designer? Claire?
McQueen. Alexander McQueen.
Alexander McQueen is correct. This is such a ding-dong battle. You've been neck and neck all the way. Whoever answers the next question correctly will release their ball and roll on the yellow lane. Hiccup and Toothless are characters from the 2010 film How to Train Your What? Claire?
Dragon.
Correct, it is Dragon. Congratulations, you'll roll first on the yellow lane. Peter, you've been left with the red lane. We have a changing of the guard here. For the first time, Peter doesn't get the shortest lane available with the largest edge. And this time, if you get your ball on the edge, it's worth £3,000. You will each have 3 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the most money in this round will be through to the final. So, Claire, where are you going to aim?
Basically, between where I was before or higher.
So between 750 and the edge.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Bit vague.
Don't want to get too specific.
OK. Are you ready?
I think so.
Let's roll.
Oh, sons Tom and Jamie cheering at home. Can one make them proud and hit another high figure?
It's got a fairly good weight behind it. Is it going to stop high up the board? Or it is. That was a fabulous £1,200. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty overwhelmed. I'm like, yeah, that's just phenomenal. I'm no good at bowling, so this is great.
Do you know, you might actually have found a new talent here.
absolutely.
It's going very, very well indeed. And now you control a danger zone. You can put it anywhere on Peter's lane, from £100 to £1,300. Which one are you going to choose?
Peter's probably going to want to get, obviously, past the 450 mark, so we'll be...
You say that.
Who knows, you know. And possibly try and go for larger amounts of money, so 950.
950. Good stuff. So, Peter, £950 is lost from your lane. That now has 0 value. Obviously, you'd have to roll much bigger than you previously have done to get up there. What are you thinking, Peter?
I'm relieved to be going second, to be honest with you. Maybe going first wasn't doing me any favours. As long as I don't land on 450, I'll be happy. I don't mind.
OK, Peter, if you're ready, let's roll.
Peter feels going second may ease some of the pressure. Can he now focus on getting further up the lane?
bit of weight behind it. It's ticking up the board. Where's it going to stop? No, it can't. It doesn't. It's £500. Oh, Peter, you're a creature of habit, almost. So, after the first roll, we have Claire on £1,200 and Peter on £500. Claire, you've put a bit of clear blue water there between yourself and Peter. That was a good first roll, and it's the highest roll of the day. Let's see what kind of magic there is left in you, Claire. For the second time, are you ready? Let's roll.
Consistent Claire is proving a tough opponent. She's a rolling machine. Can she hit another high figure?
It's another well-weighted roll. It's moving nicely up the zones. And it gives you £800, which will add to your first roll, gives you £2,000. Tempered reaction there, Claire.
Yeah. No, that's
yeah,
okay.
You're happy?
I think I was just really scared of going over the edge.
Yeah. You have a choice now. Do you want to keep that danger zone where it is on £950? Or do you want to move it based on what you've just rolled?
I think I'll keep it as it is.
OK, that's fine. Because at the moment, Peter, it's not scaring you at all, is it? Because you still are locked in around that £450, £500 zone. And you need a big one now to keep yourself in touching distance.
Yes.
A four-figure roll right now, Peter, is what you're looking for.
Yep.
OK.
It is.
Are you ready?
I am.
Let's roll.
Well, another big roll by Claire's heaping the pressure on Peter. He's got to get this one right. Taking his time.
It's a bit more weight this time. Is it too heavy or is it going to stop?
that's
Is it
good.
going to stop? It's going to... Oh! No! It's over the edge, which gives you nothing, which means you still have £500. Oh, you've gone short, you've gone long. Do you know how to pull it back? Do you know how to rein it in?
Hopefully. It's now or never.
After that second roll, I can tell you, Claire, you have £2,000 and Peter, you have £500. Claire can hardly believe it. Well, with that £2,000, you've already pushed Peter to the edge. What are you thinking?
It's a very unexpected position to be in, and I'm just hoping that I can keep it steady like I have done so far, and not try and overcompensate too much either way.
OK.
See how it goes.
Claire, it's time for your third and final roll. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
With a commanding lead, Claire has a chance to pull clear. Peter knows he could be in trouble here.
Again, it looks a good weight. It's going up the board. Where's it going to stop? That roll's £650. Added to your total is £2,650. Rolling within yourself a bit at the moment, aren't you? It's just coming down each time.
I think it is. It's fear. That's
Well,
all it is.
You've already pushed Peter to the edge. So, do you want to keep that danger zone where it is, or are you going to move it?
I'll take it to 1,200.
1,200. It's currently on 950. We're going to move it to £1,200. So that is now a danger zone. But Peter, it's the edge or nothing now.
Yep. Now or never.
Yeah, this is the moment. Are you ready?
I am, yeah.
Let's roll.
Peter has to hit the edge with this roll. It's happened before in the red lane, so we know it can be done. But will it happen today?
Looks a good weight. It's moving up the board, but it's going to stop short on £600. Added to your total gives you £1,100. Claire, you're in shock. Shall I just confirm it for you? With the three rolls added together, Claire has earned £2,650 and Peter has earned £1,100. That means, Claire, you take what you've earned to today's final. Congratulations and return to your podium. I'll let Claire just gather her thoughts there. Peter, hard luck.
Never mind.
Yeah, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. Peter, you've been a great competitor. You told us that you'd sell your grandmother for a deal, but that's not enough round here. No. Thanks for playing. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Claire. You've made it through to the final, where you'll be playing for all the money you've earned today, a total of £4,900.
Goodness.
Yeah, it adds up, doesn't it? It adds up. What would you do with that?
I would dearly love to take my boys on safari. We were lucky enough to go when we went on our honeymoon, my husband and I. And I really did find it life-changing. And I would really like them to experience that at the age they are, because I think it just helps to see who you share the planet with. And that's kind of important, I think.
That's beautiful, yeah. I'm sure everyone now is willing you on here, Claire, because that would be a great trip to take those boys on.
Certainly would. Yeah.
It is the final. And we're shutting down one more lane, which leaves only the red lane. We've removed the cash values from that lane, leaving only the edge, which is now worth all the money you've earned today. Stop your ball on the edge and you'll win £4,900. Go over the edge and you get nothing, but you have a chance to make it easier for yourself by answering some more questions. Each correct answer will increase the size of the edge. The more questions you get right, the bigger the edge will be and the easier your final roll. You'll have 75 seconds to get as many right as you can. Is everything clear?
Yeah.
Let's put 75 seconds on the clock and your time will start when I've read the first question. The Ashmolean Museum is located in which university city?
Oxford.
Correct. In March 2015, which member of One Direction left the band?
Zayn.
Correct. Which animal is featured on the emblem of the French national rugby union team?
A ram.
Cockerel, incorrect. If I was being immunised with the BCG vaccine, what disease would I be protected against?
Measles.
Incorrect, it's tuberculosis. What is the surname of the inspector in J.B. Priestley's play An Inspector Calls?
Priestley.
Incorrect, it's Gould. On which continent did the stringed instrument, the sitar, originate?
Asia.
Correct. What was the title of Daniel Craig's first Bond film?
Casino Royale.
Correct. Which empire was defeated by Spanish conquistadors led by Hernan Cortes?
Spanish.
Aztec, incorrect. Which MP was appointed Education Secretary in July 2014?
No, it's gone.
Nicky Morgan. In the famous nursery rhyme, what did Jack and Jill go up the hill to fetch?
A pail of water.
Correct. Which fraction to its lowest term is the equivalent to the decimal 0.8?
An eighth.
4/5. If I was standing in the city known in Soviet times as Leningrad, we're out of time, I'm afraid. The question was, if I was standing in the city known in Soviet times as Leningrad, in which city would I be? It was St. Petersburg, but we were out of time. Well, I can tell you, Claire, you answered 5 questions correctly. To see what that score has done to the edge, let's take to the lanes for the final time. First time you've been down there on the red lane, Claire. It's a long way away, isn't it? Well, every one of your correct answers increases the size of your edge. So let's put them onto your lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you thinking, standing back there, looking at your edge?
It's a long way away. It's better than it was, but it still feels like a long way away compared to what I've done so far.
It's a different experience, no doubt, but you do have a choice to make now, because you can roll for the full amount, £4,900, with only 1 ball and 1 attempt to hit the edge, or you can take 2 balls, but that means you'll roll for half the money, which is £2,450. Or you can take 3 balls. That's 3 attempts to hit the edge, but you'll be playing for a third of the money. We're calling that £1,634. Does seeing those sums of money there focus you one way or the other?
There's part of me that says I should do 2 because that seems to be a sensible way to go. And the other part of me is saying, well, you're only here once. Maybe you should just go for it, and it's the luck of the draw. So I'm really struggling, to be honest, with that decision. I don't know. I don't know.
What's going to help you decide?
I don't know. Can I ask my mum?
Is she here? Have you
She
got a phone?
is, yeah, no,
Oh,
she
okay,
came
okay.
with me today.
OK, all right, well, I don't see why not. You can share the burden. What does Mum say?
Mum?
2.
Two? Two?
Two?
Oh, you see.
Two. Mum says 2.
Um,
Make a decision, Claire.
I'll do 2. I'll follow my mum's advice. It's always been good to me so far.
OK, you're taking 2 balls and rolling for £2,450. Every round, Claire, you've had an incredulous look on your face, like you can't believe you're here.
It's true, I can't. It's very simple.
Well, anything is possible. You've proved that already. It's time to take on the edge. For £2,450, let's roll.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good weight. Is it going to be too much, though? Is it not? I don't think it is. I think it's good. I think it is good, and you've hit the edge! First time in asking! What an amazing roller, Claire! Mum's taking credit,
Yeah.
but actually that was your first roll.
Yeah, could have gone before now.
But maybe it was the security
Absolutely.
of knowing that second roll was there. Whatever way, you've hit the edge. Congratulations.
I'm so
You're
chuffed.
going home with £2,450. Every round, you couldn't believe you got to the next round. You went through those questions brilliantly, you've rolled brilliantly, and now you're some way there towards going on a
Absolutely.
fantastic safari with your boys.
No, that's just awesome.
Congratulations.
Very happy.
We'll be back next time with more new contestants pushing themselves to the edge. Why? Because that's how we roll. Bye-bye.